Look at my hair. So, I wanted to talk about the homosexual spirit. I just made a video, but I deleted it because I felt like I could expand on it a little bit more. I felt like I could talk about it a little bit better. So, I stood up and I'm just gonna continue with the video. The homosexual spirit is it's exactly that. It's a spirit. It's the battle that goes on and rages inside of a human being, whether it be a male or a female. The spirit is there to steal, kill, and destroy, there to derail, to destroy their future, their destiny, and just basically deviate them from, having a family, being fruitful and multiplying how God says to do. And it's basically like the devil's will and the devil's tact. You see, God has a will for your life. God has a plan for your life. God has a vision for your future, and so does the devil. So the devil is actually the opposite. I believe that the people they get attacked with, wait, the people that get attacked with the homosexual spirit, I believe that they have the most uh, potential in the opposite spectrum of becoming some of the most flourishing types of people on planet Earth. So what do I mean by that? Okay, I had a cousin. I mentioned in that last video. I had a cousin that she was lied to by these deceiving spirits, and she had she had the most beautiful hair. This girl, like beautiful hair, and the devil got her to chop all her hair off like a boy, and dress like a boy, and just do all the things that a boy. And so she got into a relationship with another female, and she was just like the guy in the relationship kind of thing. And so, uh, she lived that lifestyle, right? And the only thing that I can tell you about that is that she came to me in confidence. She would tell me uh, that she wasn't happy. She didn't like it. She wasn't for it. She would get drunk and high to kind of like cast her feelings aside and not really deal with what was internally the battle raging on the inside of her. She felt like there was two people. She was diagnosed bipolar, schizophrenic, and there's a lot of people like this. They have to take pills and just to cope and just to be in a still mind. And anybody that knows my story, they know that I too was diagnosed with manic depressant, psychotic, uh, schizophrenic, and bipolar. All of those things, all because of drugs and alcohol. Doing it for a long period of time, I fried my brain. But underneath the condition of what the doctor said was wrong with me was a dwelling of a lot of demons, of a lot of spirits. All these spirits had different voices and different personalities. They had different feelings attached to them. So their feeling, if it's a spirit of homosexuality, it carries a feeling with it, and the feeling is that it's attracted to the same sex, right? And so the feeling is that if it's living inside of you, then you think it's you, and you don't know it's not you until you cast it out of you. Once you cast it out of you, you're like, whoa. And that's where the battle begins. The battle is like, oh, they're in the closet and they're battling the spirit for a good period of time until they finally give in and they say, damn, I can't beat this. I can't overcome this feeling that I have, especially now with this whole like movement going on. Like they're basically encouraging people to do it. But I just thought it would be a very good thing for people to understand the basics of this whole thing. If you want to be gay, I say go for it. Go for it. You're free to do whatever you want with who you are as an individual. I'm not here to talk people out of being gay. I'm here to tell people that the truth of the matter is that it's a demon. It's a spirit. And now, if you want that spirit in your life and you want it to conduct itself in you and through you and to do what it wants with you, then you have that choice. You have that right. But for those that don't want that, they have a right to know too. And that's where I come in. And I let them know, hey, listen, these spirits, they exist. These spirits, they operate in individuals. And they have personalities. And how many people out there have seen demons? I know I've seen my fair share of demons. I've seen all types of different demons. Okay, some come out of me, others come out of other people. But I have seen that these things are real. Most people believe that they're real because they are real. They're all around us, right? Some you see in manifest forms, and some you see through behaviors. You know what I mean? And you can tell when it's just a behavior of somebody throwing a tantrum. You can tell when it's demonic. Okay, you saw it was on the news, a guy eating another guy's face, and he had smoked some weed, and he went and he chewed off a homeless guy's face. You think that that's normal? Of course not, right? Stupid question. But the thing is, there was something extra working there in that guy to make him do that, right? The spiritual realm is alive and kicking, and it's real. And we understand that it's real because you see both sides operating, and it's all about souls. In the end of the day, you're a trophy to the devil. That's all you are. You're a trophy that he wants to take down and put you up on his wall of saying, "I got another one. I took another one to hell." That's it. That's all you are to the devil. But to God, you are so precious. You're so valuable to God that He gave His only Son, Jesus Christ. And this is not metaphorically speaking. This is not like a story, a fairy tale like of Santa Claus or something like that. But historically speaking, you can prove that He really was here on the planet Earth through witnesses and through artifacts that was left behind, and you can trace back His time here on Earth. So we understand that it's not by it's not just because you're fed a story that you believe, but because you believe because you're shown the proof and the evidence behind it, right? They have the nails, they have the shawl, the prayer, they have the witnesses, they have the stories and everything. And when you put it all together, it just goes along. So even time itself, we're living in 2022 after death of Jesus Christ. Our very timeline is dedicated to the fact that Jesus Christ was real and lived on planet Earth. Our date is based on Him, His life and resurrection, right? So I just wanted to say that because this whole realm, Jesus Christ defeated a lot of demons. He defeated a lot of devils, right? And He told people, "You are of your father the devil." He told that to the Pharisees, right? Because they followed the devil, right? They followed the devil with their actions, right? And so we understand that some people follow the devil, and they have spirits that dwell inside of them that are corrupt and perverted spirits that want to take the cleanliness of God, the purity of God, the innocence of God, the things that God created, and thwart it and make it unnatural, make it the opposite. Take it to the opposite side of the spectrum and say, okay, let's get, because that's the only way that demons can really get back at God. The only way that they can punch God or make God like frustrated or angry or hurt God. The only way they could do that is to take His creation and turn His creation against Him and say, look, you created it this way, but we made them go this way, and then God's anger and wrath raises up like it did in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? That's exactly what the sin was rampant with homosexuality and lust and fornication, and the Bible puts it as unnatural affection, unnatural. So you can do whatever you want. I'm not here to convince. I'm just telling you the facts. You decide what you want to do with your own soul, according to where you want to go, and according to what side of the street you want to be on, and whether you want to be clean or dirty, innocent or guilty, whatever it is, you know. But I mentioned on the last video that I had been I had gone through my own segments in my life where those spirits had shown themselves, like presented themselves in my life, and I was able to visually see them, how they operate, and how they come with feelings, and how they come with thoughts and this and that. And if you're not careful, if you don't know yourself well enough, you will go with and side with these spirits, not knowing that it's a spirit and it's not you. But if you know yourself well enough, then you will never be convinced by something that you're against. So it's like if something inside of you says, kill that baby, you're gonna say, I'm not gonna kill that baby. But your mind is saying, kill that baby. And you're like, that's not me. Because you're convinced that that's not how you think. You're convinced that that's something that is completely outside of the realm of, like, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna entertain that. That's the kind of stuff that demons do. But when the person entertains the thought, they snatch it, they entertain it, and before you know it, they adopt the thought for themselves, and then they play it out in real life. And then they become that of which they just received, right? But the devil's just fishing. He's fishing. You put bait on the hook, and he's fishing. So it's up to the individual to bite the hook, to bite the bait. So that's the video. I wanted to redo it in a better way so that people could get more out of it, because I just felt like this one was more educational. So that people can understand the spiritual realm and understand that we're living in a very spiritual world. Before it's physical, it's spiritual first. God created everything first by speaking into existence, and then everything came to be. But God is spirit, so everything comes from the spirit, and then it came to be in the physical, first in the spirit, then in the physical. So then that's how it goes, guys. And so that's it. That's the video. God bless you.